Greetings petrolheads, my name is the Tom, you're on my gaming channel, and it's time for another episode of Automation, the car company tycoon game. So, today I'm gonna be building another replica, requested by Yvonne Williams, and she requested a Honda CRX. So let's go back to 1990 or so, where the second generation of CRX was built, because I just think the second generation is a little bit more interesting to build than the first generation. So let's do that. Luckily we do have this little plastic bumper on the front, which for once it's a good thing that we can't take it off, because we want that. So about the front end, how do we want to make this thing look? Pretty much like this, if I had to guess. And then down here it's pretty much fine. And on the rear end there's really not that much that I would change at all. Maybe lower this whole thing a little bit. But we can't lower it more than here anyway, so. And then up here, I don't know. I think it's fine as is. This little thing back here is probably a little bit excessive as is, so let's just do that. It is going to be a monocoque from... Since it's really light, I'm guessing it's more like aluminium. It is transverse, because it's front wheel drive. Probably McPherson's front and multi-link rear. That used to be really popular. And there is that, and the panels aren't they plastic? I don't know, I haven't found that information, but let's just move on. So I'm guessing we're gonna make the headlights by putting down these and then adding some indicators on the side of them, because I think this is not only the easiest way of making them, it's also, you know, the way that comes closest. Just put this down like here. And we got the headlights. Easy enough. Then the badge goes right there. And we got some indicators, which are fairly big. You got them like right there. And we got a main grille down here, and also a small plastic lip, which is what I'm gonna take advantage of first. And then let me see, do we have any good close-ups of this? Well, yeah, it's this one. Oh, and it's actually quite big. Yes, and then it goes all the way over, excuse me, over here. And we got, is this a standard or is this optional? All that plastic down here in this area. Is this a standard or is that optional? Let's just do it anyway. I got the time. Do you guys? Probably, because you wouldn't be watching this if you were in a hurry, I guess. So yeah. I actually don't like how this is turning out. So let's just remove these and be happy with how it is. Or actually what we could do, let's try that on for size if we put down that. No, just no. And what if we get ourselves a couple of these? Is that better? No. No. Okay. Let's just leave it as is. On the sides we don't really have all that much besides the door handles, which look basically like these, I would say. And then on the rear end, of course, we have some very distinct taillights that really make the CRX clearly recognizable, if you will. And those taillights, I think I want to make them. I wanna custom make them actually, because neither this one nor that one is particularly convincing to me, since this, like the white one in here, is not tall enough. It should go all the way up. And actually, can we manipulate that a little bit? Let's see. Can we just, for example, also those are not visible on that fixture. I thought so. What if we put down some white indicators on top of that? You know, white is white, so as far as I'm concerned at least. Those are actually visible. So what we need to do is get this on here. But first we actually want to make them bigger so that we have them go all the way across, which is, you know, what you want on the CRX. Think about it. No, those indicators are way too big now. So let's delete everything and custom make them. So we're gonna start with the indicators. Let's see, how big do we want to make this arrangement? Yeah, and that is the only annoying part about this. What if we do this and then add some indicators to the side and make them, you know, make them flow together? That works. Okay, nice. But what's causing these spikes? That one? No, the other one. Good. Solved that. Now we're gonna put down some red ones. And that'll be that. How far do we want to make those? Actually, it's pretty much fine as is. Then we're gonna add some white. Actually, this appears to be quite good as is. Please let me move it. It doesn't have all that much white in these taillights anyway, so maybe this is fine. And then the rest is red again. Not totally sure how to make that. How to make that red go all the way to the middle. But we could try if we do this. Of course that's gonna overlap at some point. Come on. So it's a little bit too tall, and then that's about as close as I can get. And then we're gonna put down a badge like right here. And on top of that, actually lower down to be precise, we have the number plate right here. And then some dual exhausts on one side right there. That's basically it for the aesthetics. And then we're gonna get to the engine, and I'm gonna build the 1.6 liter VTEC engine because I just think it's, you know, the most interesting engine offered. Packs quite a punch, 150 horsepower. It's not shabby. It's not too shabby at all, because this car is gonna weigh less than 1,000 kilos, and so 150 horsepower is definitely more than enough. For most people, at least. For some people it's even too much. And they would actually have a risk of killing themselves with that. But yeah, well, whatever. So this is the Honda CRX. We're gonna name the trim a little bit later. And the engine is called the Honda B16A1. Honda B16A1. Good. It's an inline-4 engine. I could not find the materials though. I'm guessing since it's light, it's probably aluminium. It does have double overhead cams with 4 valves per cylinder. BVL is not available yet. The bore and stroke ratio is 81 times 77.4. Gorgeous. 1595. The internals again I could not find. It's probably got a cast iron crank, because this engine is not a torque monster. Probably, I mean, the difference between forged H-beam and cast is not in the max RPM, so I'm gonna go for cast conrods as well. And probably, what kind of pistons? It does rev really high though. I'm actually gonna go for I-beam steel and forged here, because Honda engines are really reliable, and I wanna actually make this engine also very reliable, because it's supposed to be a Honda engine, right? Now the cam profile is gonna be really sharp, because the max torque is at 7,100 RPM, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so Sharp cams is what we need. Does it have single point EFI? Probably. I would be surprised if it didn't. It's probably even got multi-point, but it's not available in the game yet in 1990. Premium fuel, if I had to guess. We can change fuel mixture later. Ignition time, I'm guessing like 65 would be something we want. 8000 RPM. Tuner exhaust, if I had to guess. Let's just give it straight for mufflers. Wow, actually we're kind of close to our goals here. We want 150 Newton meters at 7100 RPM. And we want 150 horsepower at 7000, how much? 600? Yeah, 7600. So let's just sharpen the cam profile. We lost a little bit of power and or torque, excuse me. And we're now also making it later. All good. We just need one more Newton meter. And no. Also, we need to make the torque later. One more. It's better. Can I get this right actually? No, the torque is coming in way too early still. So I'm guessing 89 maybe, and then go with the fuel mixture, but that's also gonna make it so we lose torque. How do I make the power? How do I make the power come in at the same RPM, but the torque later? That's a good. That's a very good question, actually. Maybe. Ooh, 7000 RPM. Max torque. Come on, you can do it. No. Wait. There we go. We need one more Newton meter. No, we need, yeah, now we need a lot later than that. 7. Oh, there we go. Now we just need one more Newton meter. That does not help at all. Was this? No. It actually makes things worse. Man, we can really... We could really increase the compression ratio here. Then again, it does have 10.1, so... Or 10.2, excuse me, 10.2 to 1. So, you know, I want to stay true to the original. We can run this on regular fuel. Makes a little bit more sense, I guess. I'm content with this, actually. You know what? What if we run it on long turbo headers? No, let's go for the regular ones. It's okay. Close enough. So it does come with a manual gearbox, and I'm guessing it's 5 speeds. So the top speed, what is the top speed? Should be around 220-ish. Gearing is probably gonna be fine like this. I don't know if it has a diff or not. I don't think it does actually, because it's very light in the diff. While it helps with performance and whatnot, it adds weight. What kind of tires do we want on there? Oh, and we did not flare the wheel arches. Should we go for medium compound or sports tires? It's not a proper sports car, so I'm guessing medium compound is gonna be fine. We cannot get wider tires on there? On the rear end we can, but not on the front. I don't know why, there seems to be a little bit of space left. Well. Same problem we had a couple of times already, right? So, no, we cannot. Yeah, this thing's gonna have a bunch of wheel spin going on. Probably steel rims, if I had to guess. Because it's not a really expensive car. Solid discs with probably 2 pistons front and 1 piston rear. I don't think it's got an under tray. And I don't think it's making that much downforce either, so let's leave it at 10 here. Rear doesn't matter, because we don't have a lip on there anyway. And then we get to the interior, where we only have 2 seats or 4. I think it's only got 2 seats, doesn't it? Yeah, looks like it only has 2 seats, so with pretty basic interior, let's be honest, like it's nothing fancy in there. And the entertainment is probably not higher than basic either, so yeah. Power steering definitely, ABS probably, traction and stability control probably not. Standard safety, like I don't think it's got that bad of a safety equipment. Standard gas monotube was pretty much the go-to back in 1990, and then passive, sport suspension setup, a little bit higher ride height. What the heck is this car? It's less than 700 kilos now. Let's go for steel and steel and see what that does now. Yeah, well, okay. We're at 900 kilograms, which is much more realistic. Actually, the cost is really low, 6,240. Lost this to 8.2 seconds to 100 kilometers. Yeah, well, it used to be at 6.9 when it was extremely light just a second ago. Yeah. I mean, we could do a super Honda CRX at some point in the future. Excuse me, game? Did you not notice that I had already named the engine? And then this is the 1.6 VTEC. VTEC, yo! Let's actually listen to this thing. Accelerating like on the quarter mile. It's pretty quiet. Let's remove one muffler. And it's not as reliable as I'd like. Yeah, starting to reach our RPM limit. Man, this sounds more like a siren than anything else. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button, helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.